Hi, it's Mitz. I hope you are doing well. I just finished filming this flip through and I have several illustrations that I kind of wanted to finish up. I still have several days left, or a couple days left for January, but I thought I would get on here because it's very quiet in the house right now and quickly try my best to get some of this done. Alright, so let's find this one here. I had a meeting that lasted so long. It lasted 4.5 hours. It was only supposed to be 1 hour, but it lasted very, very long. So I had a late lunch. We just went to the bakery and I just picked up a cinnamon roll and a small little, I don't know how you say it. It's like a pizza on a bread. It's kind of hard to explain, but it was not, I mean, it was satisfying, but I really wanted like a big lunch because I was so hungry. But anyways, so that's where I'm trying to watercolor. I'm trying my best to leave more white space, and hopefully that adds a bit more dimension. Before, in the past, I would kind of color every single bit of paper, but I think it's okay to leave bits of white space where it's kind of like acts as a highlighter. And so I'm trying to keep myself, or trying to remember to do that. This little pizza was supposed to be a margarita with some cheese, tomatoes, basil, and so I don't want to add too much watercolor because then it'll take very long to dry. So just adding bits of color here, and with watercolor usually it dries lighter, and so I will end up most likely filling in or adding some depth with pencil crayon later. It's a little too orange. Yeah, so I will most likely add a bit of dimension with some pencil crayon. So you can see here the white part, I left it as is. It's kind of like a highlight, like I said, or the frosting, I guess, in a way. So it's not necessary to do the whole cinnamon bun or color the whole thing in. I just kind of left some white space. Same with the pizza. I just kind of blotted it, and I will most likely add some pencil crayon later to add if I wanted to color some more, and I will do that. I'm gonna let that, I should let it dry, but I'm very impatient, so I'm just going to move forward to the next one here and color some of these. My daughter does not like vegetables. She eats vegetables when it's like a nabe, which is kind of like hot pot. She'll eat a lot of vegetables that way, but in general she really does not like tomatoes either. My son is so good though. He eats pretty much all the vegetables. He's totally okay. My daughter does not at all. This is a pretty brown tomato. Mushrooms she does not like either. And of course green pepper. I was explaining this in the journal session. The adults had to draw something for homework. We had to draw the oni, which is kind of like a demon. There's a demon inside our tummies that make us do things we don't like. So in her case, this demon is inside, telling her not to eat the vegetables, something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure either, but it was part of their homework, and they really like to, I mean, it's good for me as well because I learn more about the culture, the Japanese culture, and the beliefs and traditions and things. But Yeah, this is the first time I heard about this. And yeah, I think I will leave that. I might actually kind of highlight, I think it should be dry enough, highlight around the edge with yellow to make that pop a little bit. If you add too much water, it will kind of seep in through into the drawing, and so try not to touch the edge too much of the other part, and then the color should, if it's not too wet, it won't seep in. And if you leave a really small edge around the drawing, it won't bleed into the other. And if it does, that's okay. It's just your journal. It's not some major art piece for homework or anything like that. It's just for me, and I'm having fun. There we go. And then the oni, I think I'm going to make bright red. They usually have different color hair, like yellow. I'm not sure why, but let's keep it like that. Oh, see there? It's smudged the fountain pen ink. All right. Moving on, let's see what else is. Sometimes I will color these headings in with a simple pen or a marker. Usually I use the Sailor Shikiori because it has a nice, it's dual-sided or dual-ended. It has a brush on one end and a fine tip on the other. And with these types of small titles, I'll usually use the marker for that. And then on these types of lettering, I'll color in with watercolor. I don't think there's anything else that I wanted to color in. I wanted to put some kind of something here, but I wasn't sure. I was going to color this in, but I think I'll leave it blank. I kind of like it black and white, so I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else for now, so I'll leave that. And let's color this one here and maybe add a bit of, I'll just wash my brush onto there later. So 10K steps, let's make that nice and blue. Yeah, this was a very memorable day. My daughter said she lost something, so we had to go back. We had to drive over an hour back. And it was so dark. The park was so dark and pitch black, and we all had our like headlamps. Is that what it's called? And yeah, trying to look for this thing, and it was very, very tiring. It was cold and dark, and anyways. So I don't have a black, but I usually just end up mashing a whole bunch of colors, blues, greens, browns, and it usually turns up to be some kind of like a grayish, black. Not so much black, but that's what I usually end up doing when I want like a black color. I'll just mash a whole bunch of colors together. Kind of like a greenish black, but that's okay. And yeah, I just wanted to add some color here. The fun thing about these drawings is that it's very loose, and just looking at the headlamp reminds me in a flash what happened that day. Let's add some yellow. Oh, I still have a lot of color left on here. Actually, this part is black, so let's color this in. Turn into like a yellow tinge, but that's fine. This is part of like a magic set that my husband purchased for the kids. And yeah, they're just having a lot of fun with that. I want to drop this off somewhere, the excess ink. So let's plop it down here. Back to here, I want to make this part yellow. It's so dark. It was very, very dark and difficult to see. We did end up finding it, not at the park though. Anyways, and then this bulb is a bright red. All right, and there's some red left in here. I mentioned in the other video, but I'm so excited to be using these date stickers here, or the printable from Konnichiwa. This is actually from December, but it's going to work perfectly for February, I think. Just unloading this color here. So yeah, I think maybe I'll add just a swatch of purple or something, just to add some color. I might do maybe like a quote, or actually I'm not sure, to be honest, but I think I might do a quote or something. Actually, I want a little bit. I'm running very low on the opera pink. I think I might just order a small tube, but actually, you know what, I'm going to wait until that's fully finished first. Yeah, and then I'm going to do my standard outlining with, let's see, I think this is pretty much dry. I think I will use like a light green color. I was going to do yellow, but then there's a bit of yellow orange here, so maybe I'll use this light green just to outline. So how's your day going so far? Is it the weekend? Are you watching on the weekend? It's very dry and not looking forward to the allergy season. It's coming soon. I know it's in a couple months, but I'm already dreading it. I used I think it's either this one or this one to write out these headings, so that's why it doesn't bleed when I apply the watercolor on top of it. Like you see here, I applied the watercolor on top. If you wait for it to fully dry, it won't bleed later on, so I do like that. If I were to add color to, like, let's say here, then you can kind of see it's if I add watercolor to, like, I don't know if you can see it, but the fountain pen colors, then they will easily bleed, unless of course you're using like a special ink for the fountain pen so that it doesn't bleed. But yeah, so there's that, and I might just add some coloring, maybe marker for that. This one I don't want to add watercolor on top because I believe this one will bleed a little bit. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I'm not entirely sure what to do for these days. Maybe I'll write that I filmed some videos, but I felt more like coloring in today instead of actually writing, and I really wanted to take this opportunity to film a couple of videos for you. I've been really enjoying just flipping through, hearing the crinkles in the pages and looking through the memories. Yeah, let's see where I'm at here. I'm around 15 minutes. Let's just do a little bit of prepping of February. Actually, I think I want to finish off, like I said, this is from the December printable from Courtney Diaz, and because February only has 28 days, I'm going to use the 30 and 31. I printed these off on sticker paper from Daiso, and Daiso's pack usually has like not three, it's probably like five sheets per $1 or 100 yen. And yeah, I've been enjoying printing like the days and stuff on sticker paper so that I can easily add it to my journal. I can't believe it's already end of January. I felt like it was the holiday season and then back to work, and I'm trying to catch up on things and catching my step again, and it's hard, eh? It's just really difficult. But this one is 31st, or do I want to put it here? I think I want to put it here. I don't know if you can see the faint stamping that I did previously. It turned out really nicely. There. I want to do that again. I want to take some time and kind of stamp through the pages with a faint ink color. So there's the 31. Hopefully I will be able to catch up on that later on, but let's do number 1. I already added some paint colors here and there, but I'm trying to be careful and not add too much washi and stickers and things, but at the same time I don't want to not be, I want to enjoy my process, and if adding stickers and tip-ins and things makes me happy, then I'm going to continue to do that. I hope I'm making sense. Yeah, I told myself, oh, I don't want to do this and do that, but I don't know why I'm putting all these rules onto myself. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to doodle a bit more than I'm used to, and I think that's a nice challenge to have. But at the same time, I'm still going to add stickers and things wherever I feel like, you know, I kind of want to. These ones are from Sticky Club, and let's see if there's certain parts where I can add little sticker bits. These are so cute. I love the fact that even these small little parts are kind of fussy cut. I think that's really, really cute. It's so cold. I don't know if you can see it in my hands. Sorry, they look really dry. But yeah, this is such a cute drawing. Oh my goodness. That's very sweet. These little penguins. The nice thing about right now is that there's hardly anybody at the parks, and we are totally okay with kind of putting on an extra coat or a layer and then getting outside and just running around. My kids love to run around, and they love the open space, so we've been doing that. Yesterday we went to the day before we went to the park, and there was nobody there. If I remember to put in a photo, I'll put in a snapshot, but there was nobody there, and so we were able to have a lot of fun just running around, kicking the ball. We took a kite with us, and yeah, it was just really nice. Sorry, back to this. Let's do day number 2 and 3. Oh, like, I love these. Day number 2. I think I will put day number 2. It corresponds nicely with this color on this side. And maybe day number 3 I'll use for a different journal. Or who knows. February 3rd I might end up using it, but for now I'll leave it out. And I will end this video soon because I know it's probably getting closer to the half-hour mark. Actually, not yet. It's probably like 20 minutes, right? And I think I will leave it at that. I'm sure you get the general gist of it. But yes, I cut these out, and I told myself, oh, these would be so great for February, and I had them in here for almost the whole month of January. Yeah, so I'm very excited to start February. So that's a very kind of relaxing, hopefully relaxing kind of journal with me session, catching up with things. All right, I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.